Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of the most prolific offenses in the NFL will be on display in today's game. Both teams rank in the top 10 in total yards. The Falcons are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Cardinals defense that will need to be at the top of its game. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Cards are going to have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid.
Looking for Green Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Double tight. Easy. Check your backer. Ready. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Sonic. Let's go now. Blue Ace. Big Ed. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Easy. Under 10. Easy.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the run.
Flip it. Check 13.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Easy. Check 43.
And the wideout in motion. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
Wait, Sonic! He's crashing. Ready. Alert 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Ready. 58 to the mic. 58. Easy. Switch. Let's go now. Blue lady.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Winston on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And the D looking like they may blitz. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Frank's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll put now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
You got 3 down, 3 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one deep left into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ready. Blue 80. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Following the interception, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Let's go now. Blue 80. Sonic. Slam. Easy.
Second down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Wait. 550, 550. Flip it. Stick God. 550. Check it out, Reed.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Wide open receiver complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Shrugs the and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3rd down and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Robert Kimdichie, we've heard about him since high school. How about that total package of power, speed, and agility?
Yeah, he was widely thought of as the best high school product his senior year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Ole Miss was really happy to get him. And how about that play he just did there? Welcome to the NFL, young man. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Winston from the gun on third down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ready.
Halfback sent in motion. Now Jameis on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Ready. Hey, Mike 20. Wait. Hey, watch it. Let me go.
Third and long for Winston. Finding time. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Four yards remaining now on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things. Out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They run the counter now on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends under 10. Under 10. Ready. Flip. Check 37. Check 37. Right, flip it. Slam. Easy. Hey, check.
Play action now. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Undercrush. Check.
On play action, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go now. Blue whitey. Where's that? Go 58 to the right. White. Sonic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Flip. Out. Ready. Blue whitey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Easy. Check.
On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, all right, here we go. No. Back check three.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And they'll run it here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this seemingly endless drive continues. So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And here now come the Falcons. Looked like they had something going last drive, then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push them back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ready. Ready. Wait. Watch the ship. Easy. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Ready? Blue lady. Sonic. Shit. White. Easy. Rush it.
Second down, Winston. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back near his own goal line, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Garrett Swanson now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Ready.
1st and 10, Winston. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
On 3rd down, Winston. Time for a break. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Under 10. Easy. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
Ready. Mike 20.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Ready. 58 Mike.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Back to throw. Backing up. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, Leopard. Leopard. Alert 3. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with time running out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also...
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I'm coming. I'm scared. Easy. Hey, you got tight. Right there. Ready. Clinic. Check 3.
Winston to throw. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Flip it. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cards, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
you